All right, let's get it. Let's get it. You only attract women who reflect your own value. Again, gentlemen, you only attract women who reflect your own value. Right? When we talk about attracting women, that means you draw women in, you draw women to you. Guys, it's not about you standing on the street corner with cameras and lights around you and women coming up to you asking you who you are because there's a fucking camera in your face. When I talk about women being drawn to you, okay, what that means is the women that you approach and you talk to, once they realize what you are about and what it is you want to do, they are drawn to you for that reason. You only attract women who reflect your own value. Right? Let's let her cook.
Yesterday, during my therapy session, my therapist helped me fall that much more in love with myself, and I want to tell y'all how and why. So, lately,
Let's stop right there. The first lesson, she said her therapist helped her fall that much more in love with herself. I need guys to understand when women say that confidence is a sexy trait in a man, that falls in line with a man who loves himself. Women are drawn to confident men, men with a high degree of self esteem, men with boundaries, men with standards, men that respect their time. Right? These PUAs, they don't teach you how to respect your time. They teach you how to give your time freely to undeserving women. You only attract women who reflect your own value. Loving yourself. When you love yourself, you only attract women who reflect the value you see in yourself. See, the problem with a lot of these PUA types and some of you is you see value in the woman's beauty, and then you try to convince her that you have value too based on your accolades, your achievements, your status, your success. No. If you have to convince a woman of your value, she never saw it. That means in her eyes, you don't possess it. You only attract women. Women are only drawn to you who reflect your value.
she and I have been working on my dating life, and as a newcomer to dating more than one person, yesterday I was telling her that I'm kind of having a hard time with the concept because I'm so accustomed to when I meet someone and we hit it off, I lock down and focus on.
Let me say this because I would be remiss if I don't mention this. She just said that she's a newcomer to dating more than one person at a time, right? Meaning that when she would meet somebody and they would hit it off, she would just lock down, prioritize that person, and just focus on that one person and wouldn't fuck with nobody else. But now she's saying that she's a newcomer to actually entertaining more than one man at a time. Okay, that's what she's saying.
That one person and put all my eggs in that one basket. And so, in response to her asking why I tend to do that, I told her it's because when I meet someone and we hit it off and the chemistry is chemistry and then we get along really well and we're both equally funny, I have a hard time fathoming coming across that kind of experience again. And so I told her that before I would end up liking that person that I put all my eggs in that basket for because I feel like that individual person is unique enough to offer me this amazing experience that I feel like nobody else can offer. However, after she and I went through the list of my contenders and I described what I enjoyed about them thus far, every contender I pretty much enjoyed the same things. And so, in response to all of that, my therapist blows my mind by saying, it's not them you like, it's you. Meaning, it is way too early into getting to know these people for you to actually like them. You actually haven't even fully met them and who they are just yet. What you are experiencing is meeting yourself through this connection, and that is what you are enjoying in this experience. If the same things.
Stop right there. She says, what you are enjoying is meeting yourself through these connections. Do y'all want to know why people are miserable when they're dating? You want to know why guys complain so much about chicks? and vice versa? It's because they are meeting themselves when dating. Think about it. The people who complain the most are the individuals who are constantly meeting themselves when they're dating. The people who aren't complaining, the people who are having a good time dating, they're constantly, or should I say, we're constantly meeting the people that reflect our value. You only attract women who reflect your own value. Guys, when you meet flaky chicks, it's because you flake on yourself. It's because in your own personal life, you're undependable. So you attract women who are also undependable, right? When women play with your time and don't respect your time, right? The reason why you are attracting that is because you don't respect your time. Giving women 45 hours, right? When you just met them, going on 3-4 hour dates. Of course, you are attracting women who don't respect your time because you don't respect your time. You only attract women who reflect your own value. And she said something, again, profound. She's enjoying her experiences through these people. See, this is why when we talk about meeting women and having sex the same night, maybe we had a 5-minute conversation, maybe even less. I've had conversations that lasted barely 2-3 minutes and we was out of there, right? See, guys, they'll look at those chicks as, oh, she's a whore. No, motherfucker. You only attract women who reflect your own value. So what I am attracting is a mirror of myself. I'm a very sexual person. And I'm very honest and transparent about that. So what am I meeting? What am I attracting? Women who are very sexual people who are honest and transparent about that. You only attract women who reflect your own value. So when I step to women, guess what? I don't have a mask on. So the women that are drawn to me, they don't have a mask on either. See, that's the difference. See, these PUA types, what they tell you to do is step to women with a mask on. So if you step to a woman with a mask on, you only attract women who reflect your own value. So if you are hiding yourself, then you're gonna attract women who are also hiding themselves. Come on, man, this ain't hard to tell. Let's kick it.
Initially are drawing you into each person as far as great conversation, good chemistry, funny. If you're having those similar characteristics for every person, that's because those are things that you enjoy in yourself. So what you are liking is the experience of getting to know you through people in this kind of way. She got me to realize that I have a big personality and I'm very personable, so it is not that difficult for me to have good chemistry and get along with people because I'm a personable person. So basically, in the early stages of getting to know somebody, I don't like you. I like me. And instead of latching on and attaching
Facts, facts. This is why I say I don't concern myself with chicks liking me, right? And I'm not concerned with liking chicks because when women are acting right, I see myself in the interactions. When I meet chicks and they prioritize me right away and they all about me, I see myself. When I meet a woman and she's feeling me, she's drawn to me, she wants me to take her home. And I'm like, baby, we're gonna leave in a minute. And she's tugging at me like, I want it now. Give it to me now. You're teasing me. You're such a tease, Carrie. A woman I just met 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, calling me a tease because I ain't leaving yet. You only attract women who reflect your own value. I'm a sexual being. I know women are attracted to me. I know women love having sex with me. So when I talk to women, I talk to women with that essence. I talk to women with that energy. So guess what? You only attract women who reflect your own value.
attaching myself to this one person because they're just so unique. I should further latch on and attach to myself and my experience and only stick around when the experience is enjoyable for me. And once it's no longer enjoyable for me, I bounce. I don't know. I just found that to be such a cool way to look at the early stages in dating and recognizing the self-love in it. Like, wow, I don't know you well enough to like you. What I like is seeing me through your eyes. Ah, how beautiful.
Okay, so let's get back to it, man. So what are we talking about? You only attract women who reflect your own value. So, and she said something that I've been saying for years. You only deal with the situation while it's enjoyable. Once the situation is no longer enjoyable, you bounce. I've been saying that. Both men and women need to deal with each other the same way. Stop being attached to the destiny of the relationship. Stop being attached to getting a title, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance, whatever the fuck it is. Stop being attached to that shit. Stop having these dating expectations that's ruining your dating experiences. Yeah, you simply just deal with the people that you're dealing with while it's enjoyable. And the minute it's no longer enjoyable, remove yourself from that situation. But that's not what people want to do. They want to keep shit going because they have unhealthy attachments to people. And let me just say this about these PUA types. That's exactly what they're teaching you to do, to form or foster unhealthy attachments to women. Because, guys, here's the thing when we talk about you only attract women who reflect your own value. So here's the thing, right? Real quick. I'm going to break this down, right? I want to break this down. Okay, when we talk about the role of self esteem, right? A person's self esteem is a powerful predictor of who they attract and how their relationships functions. Show me a guy with a fucked up relationship, and I promise you, he's insecure, he has low self esteem, and he lacks confidence to some degree or another. I promise you, right? And how I know this is because his leadership is faulty, right? And your leadership is faulty because you're following the woman, and you're following the woman because you don't believe she'll follow you. The role of self-esteem, a person's self-esteem is a powerful predictor of who they attract. See, guys are so focused on how the woman looks, but they never look at who. Who is she? What is her character like? When we talk about having integrity, dignity, right? Those type of things. A person's self-esteem is a powerful predictor of who they attract and how their relationships function. So if you are attracting women who are always flaking on you, that's who you are, right? If you think about people flaking, what are they? Untrustworthy, unreliable, inconsistent, kind of like you, right? Not only that, but people who flake, they don't value your time. Neither do you. That's why you didn't get to the point of what you wanted when you first met her. That's why you set up this date and the chick still don't know what you want. But that's all right. She didn't show up anyway because she wasn't feeling you. Why? You only attract women who reflect your own value. Right? So let's do this, right? Right? Let's talk about PUAs versus guys with game and shit. Right? Guys with game. Individuals with a secure sense of self-worth believe they are deserving of respect. When faced with rejection, they view it as redirection rather than proof of unworthiness. So if a chick ain't with it, she's redirecting me to another chick that might be with it. I'm deserving of respect. So when I step to a chick, if she don't show me deference, noun, humble submission and respect, I ain't fucking with her. Why? I have a secure sense of self-worth. I know my value. If you don't see my value now, I'm gonna stop talking to you. Fuck all of that. Oh, you need 20 more minutes or 40 more minutes to see my value. No, bitch, if you don't see it now, and I ain't fucking with you. You only attract women who reflect your own value. The women who see the value in me as I see in myself, they want me now. I had them at hello. And I only fuck with chicks that I have at hello. Low self-esteem, PUA types, red pill guys. Low self-esteem may lead to a need for external validation, potentially leading to dating people who are emotionally unavailable or uncommitted. hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Because when you're talking about emotionally unavailable and uncommitted, that's something that you can see a little further into the interaction, but you can also see it in the beginning. So what does emotionally unavailable look like? Hold on, let's just think about this. You only attract women who reflect your own value. So when you very first meet women who are emotionally unavailable, what might that look like? Right? Now there are degrees of being emotionally unavailable. Sometimes you can, purposefully be emotionally unavailable. Other times it could be because you've had some traumatic experiences and it's just part of, what you got going on with yourself, right? But when we talk about in this particular situation, see, sexual attraction is an emotion. Okay, listen to what I'm telling you. Sexual attraction is an emotion, right? Understand that emotions are illogical. There's nothing logical about having emotions. So the mere fact that sexual attraction is an emotion, to be attracted to something is an emotion, attraction is an emotion, sexual attraction is an emotion. That means sexual attraction is illogical. You can't make sense of why that woman is sexually attracted to that guy over that guy. Yeah, you might be able to try and visually, I think he's better looking. Oh, he's tall. No, 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 no. There are things going on that only that woman understands, right? And it's gonna be illogical. If she tried to explain it to you, it's probably gonna be illogical. She might say it's just something about him. It's just we're vibing. It's just a feeling that I get. She can't really explain it because it's illogical. The problem with PUAs is they try to bring logic into something that defies it. And that's where they missed the mark, right? So when we talk about exuding sex appeal or a woman being sexually attracted to you, that means you're hitting on her emotions. Okay, it's not the same emotions that make her want to be in a relationship. No, it's not that deep, but you're hitting on an emotion. So she's open. You only attract women who reflect your own value. So the fact that a woman wants to leave with you the first night you meet her, or she wants to have sex with you after the first date, it's because you hit on an emotion. It's not because she's a whore or she's easy, right? And it's not to say that some women, you know, don't need to slow down a little bit, right? But what I'm saying is, for the most part, exceptions aside, when a woman is having sex with a man that she is genuinely sexually attracted to, it's not because she's a whore. I'm attracted to him. I want him. It's that simple, right? Again, you only attract women who reflect your own value. Guys, at the end of the day, this is what it boils down to. When we talk about attracting women who reflect your own value, when I walk in a spot and I'm talking to a young lady and she's instantaneously sexually attracted to me, I'm seeing a reflection of me when I talk to her. I'm seeing a reflection of me. This is why when I tell you guys I'm playful with women when I first meet them, very, very playful. Not over the top with no goofy ass jokes and all that. I don't be telling jokes, but I'm just playful in a flirtatious way. And women who are receptive to that, they're reflecting my own value. The young lady said in the video, I'm a very pleasant person. Around women, I'm very fucking pleasant. Women like my company. You only attract women who reflect your own value. Women like being around me. So it's not hard for me to tell a woman, man, let's get out of here. And she's like, okay. Why? Because she likes being around me so much. She wants to see what it's like to be around me with just her. Why? Because she wants my undivided attention. Why? You only attract women who reflect your own value because I like my undivided attention. I like spending time with myself. I love spending time with myself. I'm my best company. So it makes sense that when I attract women, they want to be with me too. Why? You only attract women who reflect your own value. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.